welcome back to the channel. So it's Teams List Tuesday. This is going to be pretty epic. I think there's going to be a lot of fresh faces in some of these teams. There was a ton of injuries last week. There was injuries the week before that. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I just want to do a quick update on my team from yesterday. I had like a Homer Simpson moment. Josh Schuster, I actually only thought he played the one game. I didn't know he was already going to get a price rise next week. So that trade that I was talking about doing, I've done it. So Schuster's in, Connor Watson went in for Little, and Sullivan came in for Madden. Sure, Little will make a bit of money as well. His break-even's probably really good, but I want Schuster in. Schuster over Little any day. And who knows what's going to happen next week. I might have 2 players injured next week and I can't trade. So I'm going to have to do it this week. All right, so let's check this out. Squad announcements. Oh, one more thing. Alex Johnson, I got the week before hoping that he would get some big scores against the Broncos, the Bulldogs. Well, it turns out the Bulldogs, who are playing the Rabbitohs this week on Friday, just come back from Brisbane and they've got to be in quarantine for, I think, the whole week. They're going to train once. So they couldn't get any points against Brisbane. Now they've come back into quarantine. I think Josh Jackson was injured maybe. I'm hoping to God that Alex Johnson gets 150 points next week, or Cody Walker. I'm going to have him as captain. All right, so we've got Panthers and Eagles. Schuster is in. So we've got Walker, Saab, Parker, Sully, Garrick, Foran, Cherry Evans. So no changes there, I don't think. Osaka, Croker, Tapau, Grzeski, Schuster, Travojevic. Cuss, Boyle, Kepi, Josh, Alloy. Let's have a look. Morgan Boyle's on the bench instead of Sipley. So no changes there. Schuster's in. Lock him into your team. What a fantastic buy this week. Like, probably the best buy of the year. If he's starting at second row, let's go boys. All right, so Panthers, we got, so they've moved Crichton back to Edwards. So Crichton stays Momorowski. Matt Burton is playing at center. Wow, all right. Brian Tu'o, wing, Jerome Luluai, Cleary, Leota, Kenny, Fisher-Harris, Kick-Out, Capewell, Yo. May, Spencer Lina's in. So Spencer Lina, I thought, was going to have a shoulder injury. That's good, he's playing. Eisenhoof, Martin. So the only change there is what? Oh, hang on a second. Travojevic is at least another round away. Dylan Walker for the Manly at fullback's just woeful. Absolutely woeful. Schuster's in. Edwards is out. Crichton's to fullback. Matt Burton to centre. Cleary's back. Spencer Linen is named despite hurting his shoulder. No. Here we go. Rabbits and Bulldogs. Meaney, Allen, Hopewadi, Kotrick, Katoa, Lewis, Flanagan. Napa, Katoa, Hetherington, Elliott, Waddell, Renouf, Tony. Jackson. I think this kid here, Jackson Topine, I think he's got big raps on him. So if he's come into the side and Jackson's out for a couple of weeks, he's one to look at in a couple of weeks. Britt, Simpson, Ogden. Let's have a look. Marshall King's out, so Katoa's been named to place him at hooker. Meaney to fullback. Corey Allen's on the wing. Yep. Lachlan Lewis gets a recall, so Jake Avarillo's dropped. Wow. Far out. Lucky I traded him out way back. Josh Jackson suspension for a crusher. Tony will start Jackson. Yeah, so that Jackson Topi's on the bench. And just keep a lookout for him. Witeniel is Zalesniak. Thompson are both back from suspension. Alright. Here we go. Mitchell, Johnson, Gagai, Graham, Mensa, Walker, Reynolds, no changes. Burgess, Cook, Totola, Kolomatongi, Sewer, Murray, no changes. Marshall, Nichols, Moga, Arrow, no changes, I don't think. No changes. Totola didn't train. Hamstring niggle. Knight has been ruled out of playing. So Roosters got smashed in the first half by Souths. Souths got smashed by the Storm in the first half, but then Souths came back and played a really solid game. They beat Manly in the wet. Come on, this is going to be a whitewash, surely. Surely. They got no Jackson, who's kind of like their enforcer in the middle, really. Dylan Napa's not playing, is he? Oh yeah, Dylan Napa's there. But I actually heard that Dylan Napa wanted out of the club, so there's not going to be very good vibes at the Bulldogs this week. Alright, Storm Broncos. Pappenhausen's back. Jennings, Smith, Olam, Adokar, Munster, Hughes. So who's taking that spot? Eisenhuth do his ribs. Bromwich, Smith, Welch, Eisenhuth, Bromwich. Sofa Solomona, Smoothie, Kamakamika, Lewis, Shooning. Pappenhausen's back. Hines is out. Eisenhuth suffered rib cartilage damage but has been named to play. Franco Lee is delayed by Brisbane COVID lockdown. Kafusi suspended for Nukin's calf. Harry Grant, an outside chance of also returning. Right. Osaka, Coates, Farnworth, Tessinu, Mead, Milford, Croft. No changes. Lodge is back. Turpin. Payne Haas is back. Glenn, Ricky Carrigan. So Payne Haas, it'll be interesting to see how many minutes he gets and what his scores are, because he's going to go big. Asiata, Flegler, Pangai Jr., Ventio. So who has dropped out? Suspension. Lodge is back. Reece Kennedy, Dearden, and Bullymore are out. Alright. Yeah, that should be a... Hopefully they don't get too smashed by the Storm. Alright. Sharks and Cowboys. Kennedy, Hiroti, Dugan, Tracy, Molitano, Moylan, Townsend, Hamlin, Ueli, Brayley, Woods, Wilton, Graham, Rudolph. Trindle, Tolman, Williams, Billy, Magulia. So who's Wilton? Graham and Kennedy have been named to play, but still need to pass concussion protocols. Towers out, so Herody's in. Cora, Tuig Ben. So Teague Wilton is in. Braden Trindle's on the bench. Ramian, Hunt, Talakai. Alright. Holmes, Talangi, O'Neill, Lumi. Yep, the Hammer, Drinkwater, Hampton, Molo, Robson, McLean, Wright, Kondo, Maguire. Who's Ben Kondo? Granville, Hess, Jensen, Burr. Run out for Jake Clifford, Masters. Hey, they dropped Masters. Wow, and Mitchell Dunn. Okay, O'Neill is on the wing. Lumi's in, so it'd be interesting to see if Lumi, what his price is. And the Hammer's on the wing. Clifford gone. Hampton is back into the side at halfback. Wow. So Holmes is fullback? Yep. Wow. Ruben Costello and Mitchell Dunn drop, push the bench. So Ben Kondo. There we go, Ben Kondo, second game at NRL. Wowzers, big changes there. Right, Titans, Raiders, Brimson, Don, Sammy, Herbert, Thompson, Boyd, Fogarty, Wallace, Rain, Tino, Proctor, Fafita, Peachy, Moe, Lasoni, Jolliffe, Clark. Any changes? No? Nope. I've named at lock, at prop. Okay. So Tino's at prop. Brian Kelly's in back because of his hand. No. Oh, he's just on the bench, or in the squad. Okay, Raiders. Nickel Clockstad, Summonson, which is great. Croker Chris is there, even though he had a HIA, Rapana, White and Williams, Papali, Hodgson, Louis, Young, Whitehead, Ryan Sutton, Ryan James is on the bench. That's good. Starling, Avelli, Soliola, James. Louis and Hudson return. Louis comes in. Ryan Sutton back to the bench. Tarpon, who's got an ankle injury. Chris is in the centres to fill in the hole of Curtis Scott. But yeah, Chris. So who's Roker, Rapana? All right. So Ryan James, HIA, hopefully he plays. Tex Hoy, so Knights, Dragons, Hoy, Stafford Toa, Tuala. So Bradman Best is still not back, but they've put Stafford Toa's in. It was a late withdrawal last week. Tuala, Subasaki, Hunt, Mann, Pierce, Clemmer, Brayley, Safidi, Frizzell, Barnett, Watson, Suaso, Sue, Safidi, King, Blake Green on the bench. Bradman Best is out still. Shibasaki still centre. Stafford Toa's on the wing. And Blake Green is back on the bench. Was Mitch Barnett there? Yeah, he was. They're not saying anything about Mitch Barnett, so I'd really be interested in any feedback to know what is going on with Mitch Barnett. Like, what the scans were of his leg. I'll have to look into it after this. So Safidi's leg, he's playing. Alright, Dragons, Dufty, Ramsey, Williami, Lomax, Ravalawa, Norman Clune, Laurie, McCulloch, Vaughan, Kerr Sims, Fuamono. I don't even know that dude's name. Merrant, Alvaro, Ford. So Clune is in for Ben Hunt. Braden Williami is in centre. Jack Bird suspended. That's about it. Alright, here we go. Roosters, Warriors. So Tedesco, Tupou, Morris, Manu, Morris, Hutchinson, Sam Walker's in at halfback. So a lot of people might have had him in their team already as a reserve. So if he had that, that's good. He's in. Isaac Liu, Lussick, Takiaho, Crichton, Tupinua, Radley. What? There's no Lindsay Collins. Matt Ikuvalu, Hargraves, Butcher, Baker. So that's no good. Radley's back. Isaac Liu replaces Lindsay Collins' ankle. Well, how long is he out for? Sam Walker's in for Keary. Hutchinson is in for Lamb. Gavalo's on the bench. Butcher's on the bench. And Suwali's in the reserve. So that's good for Suwali people. He's actually in the reserves, but he's not on the bench yet. We're in the team. Okay, Warriors. Chuavasa, Shek, Flizatua, Pompey, Montoya, Kemamolo, Nikamira, O'Sullivan, Vanilla Blake, Egan, Fantiafoa, Katoa, Siren and Harris, Tavanga, Murdoch, Masilla, Armel, Nurture. Any changes? Peter Hiku is out, so they've got Marcelo Montoya in. Reshuffling the pack, Baylor Simonon promoted from the interchange to starting second row. So Tohu Harris shifting to lock. Maybe that's even better for Tohu Harris, starting at lock. What was he last week? Second row. He got big points last week. He got like 85 points, so that's good. Alright, West Tigers, Eels. Laurie, Nofaluma, Talau, Roberts, Kapoa, Dewey, Brooks, Musgrove, Little, Tamau, Garner, Leilua, Twal, Mbai, McKaylee, Stefano, Joe Offa and Gowe. So any changes? Unchanged. Absolutely unchanged. Alright. Gutho, Sevo, Tom Apicek, Nikora, Ferguson, Brown, Moses. So no changes there, I don't think. No. Campbell, Gillard, Mahani, Reed, Marnie, Paulo, Lane, Madison, Brown. So Madison's back in. Madison's in. No Lindsay Collins. I can't shuffle that around. Kafusi, Papali, Papali'i, Smith, Ray Stone. So returns. So Madison's in, Papali on the bench, Hipgrave out of the side. Moses named, even though HIA. And that is it. So there was a couple of players there, wasn't there? There was. Let's have a look. So we got Schuster for the Eagles. I don't think there was anyone there for the Panthers. Bulldogs had this dude Jackson Topine. I don't know how to say his last name, but he's worth looking at if he can get into the side somehow. Storm Broncos. No, I don't think so. Just Payne Haas is back, so that's worth looking into. Got Wilson in this side in the Sharks. And I think Kondo in the Cowboys. And Lumi, see how much he's worth. He might be cheap. Titans was the same team. I think the Raiders were very similar except for the centers. The Knights, Stafford Toa, Blake Green, Mitchell Barnett's playing. Dragons, I think were the same except for Clunan for Hunt. Roosters, no Lindsay Collins. That is just devastating for my team, really. I'm gonna check. Well, I got to keep him in. I don't think I can trade him out. Nah, the only way I could get Schuster in this week is by doing the trade I did. Actually, I could have a look. So Sam Walker in, Sullivan over here, like last week. Tigers, the same team, wasn't it? Yep, and pretty much the same team here, but we got Madison in. Alright, well, thanks for watching that video. It's going to be... Honestly, I can't wait for the Rabbitohs to play the Bulldogs. I really want Alex Johnson to get a massive score this week. That and Walker, hopefully, to get a massive score. He might be my captain, I'm pretty sure. So that is what I'm thinking of doing. So what do we got? Cook, Watson, Paulo, no Collins. So what do I do? No Collins. I run with Spencer Linu. What's Stefano? What's Stefano been doing? What's his lowest score? 27. He scored a try. Spencer Linu over Manly. Bit of a dilemma though. A bit of a dilemma. I actually don't know what to do. I think I'm just going to have to run with this dude. Like that. Barnett is playing apparently, so I'm going to take it off Ryan James, put it on Barnett. Schuster's playing. And that looks like the team. I'm a bit... Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hopefully Lindsay Collins is only out for a week. Maybe they're just keeping him off. It's not really an ankle and it is the HIA. They're just being cautious because they have Friend, Cordner, so maybe it's just their protocols at the Roosters. Yeah. Sullivan's played one game or two? One. Maybe I'll have to do a different trade and maybe... got to keep Collins. Alright, well, I'll let you go. I've got to have a look at this and good luck everyone this weekend. Leave a comment down below if you feel like it and I'll see you next time.